one of the afternoon sessions. My name is Joachim. I'm going to chair the session. And the session is called Use Cases 1. And welcome our first presenter, Mario Carrera, with his talk about GVSIG and crime. Please.
Thank you. Hello, I'm going to start speaking about the GVSIG crime. It's an integral platform for crime management and analysis with open source software. First of all, I want to speak about the GVSIG Association, a short introduction. The GVSIG Association is the entity that was born in 2010 within the frame of the GVSIG project. And it's composed of different companies and non-business entities like technological institutes, public administrations, etc. The GVSIG Association is offering different services like training, consulting, supporting developments, etc. And it has several clients around the world. One of these clients is the government of the province of Córdoba. This government was interested in a project related to crime management, to map the crimes in the city of Córdoba in Argentina, and they promoted a project that has become a product, that is GVSIG crime. Why GVSIG crime? Well, first of all, to improve the security in the province of Córdoba, to define the crime reduction strategies through the use of new technologies and the time-space component. The technologies that allow us to manage this time-space component, or known as 4D, will allow us to manage the reality in a more productive way. The objective of GVSIG crime was the main objective was to identify, analyze the incidents, particular problems, crimes, etc., and the characterization of the crimes and insecurity patterns, trends, and problems. Another main objective was to study the factors related to these problems. For example, if in a neighborhood with a that wasn't very illuminated, if there were more crimes or not. For example, it's a factor that they were taking into account. So another objective was to create a crime map, and this map had to be accessible to, from the different organizations related to security issues. About the history, before this project, there were only a few initiatives about crime mapping. For example, for desktop GIS, there were only a few applications in USA or Canada. About geoportals with crime information, there were only a few geoportals in general. And about mobile applications, there also were isolated initiatives. So, and these initiatives were partial commercial products. So they were very expensive in general. The phases of the project of GVSIG crime project. The first one was to gather the initial requirements, and in parallel there was a first training action. After that, the platform was developed, and then it was deployed, and then there was a demonstration of the project to the different entities, organizations that were going to work with GVSIG crime. After that, there were new training sessions with the platform, and the project was presented to the different areas of the different organizations. And finally, the last phase was the spreading and support on the project, on this project. About the technological platform, there are different components. So the first component is the geographic information system, desktop and online. Then there's a geostatistics integration with big data. Then there's a very important concept that is a spatial data infrastructure because of the interoperability. So it was a very important concept. And then another component are the geolocated surveys. All the information has to be taken, and there are surveys, geolocated surveys about for this. The components are scalable. These projects are scalable, and we can integrate. It can be integrated with another information systems. For example, the document managers. We can access from to the document managers from this platform to get the information that was in their servers. And of course, it's based on open source technologies. The components of this platform are, first of all, GBSIG Desktop. It's a desktop geographic information system for analysis, for geoprocessing. It has 3D tools. We can edit. We have editing tools, etc. The other component is GBSIG Online. That is an integral platform for spatial data infrastructure implementation, so the GeoPortal. Then we have the Lime Survey. That is a free application, an open source application to make surveys, to take to take data to the victims, for example, for the different crimes, and GBSIG Mobile for Android for field data gathering. We have Lime Survey and GBSIG Mobile for field data gathering. The characteristics of this platform are that it's multi-platform and multi-device. It can be installed on, we have for Android, for Windows, Linux, and Mac, etc. And it has to have a high level of security because the information is very important, the crimes. So they needed to have user and permissions control. It had to be easy to use. I have to tell you that the final users of this application, of this platform, are police agents and psychologists mainly, among another type of users. It followed the OGC standards to get all the information from the different platforms. There isn't any cost of license and maintenance, and the modality of this platform is the on-premise, so in situ installation in the servers of the government of Cordoba. The main advantages of this platform are that the information is centralized. It's located, and it can be accessible from the different organizations that are involved in the safety area, in the security area. It's very easy to update the information because they can access to the geoportals, and they can upload the information directly from the field or from their workspace. It's very easy to. This platform allows to make decisions in an easy way. Another main advantages are the optimization of the field data gathering. For example, as I told you, they are using surveys, an application for surveys to create surveys, and GBSIG Mobile it's another application where they have inventories. They can create their own forms and take this data. Another main advantage of this platform is the transparency. It's because the information that they can publish is in the geoportals for the citizens. So there's transparency. There's a time-space analysis. It's allowed, so they can manage the time-space component. The costs are not higher, and the information is very important. About the components, we have the spatial data infrastructure with the databases, the map servers, the geoportals, etc. We also have another tools for advanced analysis, like desktop GIS or statistics. And we also have the fieldwork with the surveys. They are corresponding with the different products that I show you that are GBSig Online, GBSig Desktop, and our library for geostatistics, and Live Survey and GBSig Mobile. They are the three products corresponding with the different components. They are open source software. They follow the main standards. They are built-in, etc. I'm going to start with GBSig Online, the solution for spatial data infrastructure implementation. This platform allows us to share geographic information in an easy way. We can share information in the cloud, and we don't have limitation of geoportals or viewers. We can create as many geoportals as we want. We can add as many users as we want in the platform. We can upload as many layers as we want. So it's very, there isn't any limitation on that. And we also have developed several improvements on the original GBSig Online platform. We have developed several improvements to adapt it to the GBSig Crime platform in general. So here we can see one of the legends that we have included. For example, for crime mapping, we have the crimes, and we have applied a legend to show where are the areas where there are more crimes, for example. This is the main window of the GBSig Online platform. We have the viewer, we have the browser where we can look for the streets, for example. We have the control panel for the administrators. We can manage the legends. We can create different legends. We have alphanumerical information, and we can look for the information on the table, etc. We also have editing tools for the users that have permissions for that. We also can manage the attribute table. We have selecting tools, and we can zoom to the selected elements. We also can create templates where we can print the information of the platform, of the website, of the geoportal. We can print following a template that we have created before. We can manage the different projects and users, and we also can create our own symbol libraries. For example, here we can see a symbol library that in Cordoba they are using for crime mapping. We have the different type of symbols. In reference to the plugins that we have developed for the GBSig Online platform, we have this one, for example, the shapefolder plugin that allows us to export a folder with the different shapefiles to the platform directly. From using this plugin, we can export this information from our disk to the platform from a folder. A similar plugin, but in this case for Excel files and CSV files, is this one, the ETL plugin, that allows us to transform the CSV file or Excel file to an attribute table, and if we have the coordinates in these tables, we can create a point layer. It's very interesting for Cordoba in this case, because they have all the information with the crimes. They have all the information in Excel files. So they are creating the platform, transforming this information to a point shapefile in the platform. Another plugin that has been included is the temporary data support. In this case, they can create the legends, and they can select the field with the date of the different crimes, and they can analyze the information, for example, the crimes, the areas of the city where the crimes have been. So they can study if when in a specific time or in an interval all the crimes. Another important tool in this platform is the geolocated surveys support. Before that, they were using the paper with the different fields or data, and it was very difficult to export the data of the paper to the servers or to the computers. So here we have the examples before this platform. It was very difficult to manage this information. And here we have how they are working now with the surveys. They have online surveys, so they can use their smartphones or their tablets and take field data in an easy way here. Another improvement in GBSIG Online has been the base layer manager. With this plugin, with this tool, the users have new base layers for the projects. And we also have included new legends in GBSIG Online. The main one is the heat map, or known as hotspot, or marker clustering. Here we can see an example, and here we can see the other one. In this case, the heat map. So it's very useful to analyze where the crimes are in a city. The other component of the platform is GBSIG Desktop. It's a desktop geographic information system. It's multi-platform, so it can be installed on Windows, Linux, and Mac. It has portable and installable versions, distributions. It's translated to more than 30 languages. It's very user-friendly, and it's integrated with R for geostatistics. We can manage geostatistics here in GBSIG. And it can be customized through scripting. We also have developed in GBSIG Desktop several tools adapted for GBSIG Crime, for the platform GBSIG Crime. So we have new geoprocesses that are point dispersion, temporary format. We have new legends, the same that we have in GBSIG Online, heat map and marker clustering. We have two new geoprocesses that are geocoding to get a point shape file from a table with addresses. We also have the Rosmo algorithm, and another improvements in these improvements have been included in the last version of GBSIG, and that is GBSIG 2.4. Here we can see several examples of the different plugins. Here we can see also the geostatistics with GBSIG Desktop, how they can manage all the information with the crimes. And the last component of the GBSIG crime platform is GBSIG Mobile. GBSIG Mobile is a geographic information system for mobile devices for field data gathering that allow us to take data directly using forms. We can create our own forms. We also can edit the vector layers. We can use Web Map Service or OpenStreetMap as base layers, etc. Here you can see several screenshots. In the middle, we can see the forms that we can create in GBSIG Mobile. GBSIG Mobile is free. You can download it from the Play Store, and you can create your own forms using GBSIG Desktop. And now, in the last weeks, a new project has appeared, has been financed by the Castellón City Council in Spain. They are going to promote new tools for the GBC crime platform. For example, the heuristic data clocks to analyze information from temporary data. Here we can see some example. Another one to see the frequency from a concrete value. Or this one that is a grid with point density, when we can create a grid first and the number of points in each cell. So it allows to analyze the different crimes in a city by different areas. So they are new tools that will be available soon because this Castellón City Council is going to finance these tools. And for finishing, with GBC Crime, the users have an integral, powerful, and free platform. They can use the 3 components, and they can optimize the management and analysis. So they have, from GBC Desktop, for example, they can do an advanced analysis. They have a lot of geoprocesses that allow us to analyze and identify the information about crimes. And it's a very innovative solution because there were only a few initiatives. Now there's an innovative solutions in use of geospatial technologies for crime analysis. And this is all. So here you can see all the information of the project. If you have any doubt, you can write an email, and we can inform you about this project. You can download GBC Desktop. It's available in the website. You can download GBC Mobile. It's available in the Play Store. And GBC Online, it's available the source code, but you can contact us if you want to implement it in your organization. Thank you very much.
And we have time for questions. I would have one. With crime maps. I come from Prague, Czech Republic, and there is a river going through the whole city. Did you somehow face the problem that the biggest criminality, according to heat maps, is in the middle of the river?
In the middle of the river?
Yeah, because of the heat map.
Yes. It's dark area, I think.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I haven't understood.
Well, I try to describe it. The problem with heat maps and crime. That the crime happens on both of the coast of the river, but well, in some zoom levels, the biggest crime then is happening in the middle of the river, according to the heat map.
Yes, probably. I don't know. Yes, I think. It depends on the cell size you put. Yeah, okay. I think yes, the parameters. You can select the radius. So depending on that, if you put that radius more than the size of the river, I think it will have good results.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Well, thank you then one more time.
Thank you.
And now I would like to ask Rita Anastasio, if I pronounce it correctly. And the topic is sampling site selection analytics hierarchy process model towards the ecological assessment of European Union streams. Wow.